Hello and welcome everybody. Just need 1 second setting up my tags and everything for the stream. Hope everyone's having a terrific Thursday so far. Let's save our tags and let's go from there. D1 up. Appreciate you subscribing. I can only assume because of how fast you did it, you have to be from TRZ. Alright, everything finally saved. Let me refresh my stream. Omega, what's up? D1, what's up, buddy? Alright, now I can see the chat. Everything is live. Let me make sure everything is fresh. Reset. Perfect. SD, what's up, buddy? So this is one of the main games that I play. Omega, how you been, buddy? Yeah, no, it's definitely been a while, man. I've been enjoying life, and I've been grinding Division 2 pretty hard. I was originally going to stream that tonight, but I decided against it. Somebody in my Discord wanted me to do Warframe, so I figured, what the hell, let me dive into some Warframe, get caught up on some things. So let's see. Foundry. Do we have anything hanging out that is being built? Oh, we've got plenty of Forma. Let's get our star going. Let's see what we got here. Oh, that's right, TennoCon. I do have my TennoCon pass. Let's see here. Interception, Spy, Mobile Defense. This is going to be against the Corpus. Alright. I should be able to throw a Slova build on, take care of that interception. Oh, no, no, off by one row. How's everybody's day going otherwise? SD, we got that, well, for you it's 1 o'clock in the morning. We'll do that legendary run. Me, you, Morpheus, and it looked like somebody else had joined. Yeah, that's all I really want. Is a Slova build on? It is.
You have loyalty issues, Terrell. My Zanuka protein will fix that for you.
Alright, let's murder some fuckers. How's everyone's day going so far? Let's see, a whole bunch of shit that I am missing. Oh, dude, it's one of my favorite games. And if you need me to slow down and explain anything, dude, by all means, just say so, because I'm going to be moving at a pace.
Nearby, communications towers are broadcasting crucial enemy intelligence. Capture the towers and decode
And
any
actually,
incoming
let me
messages.
drop some energy for me real quick. Let's trigger that out just the same. There is a shit ton of information in this game. So, just like I said, let me know if you need me to go over anything, because it's going to be a fair amount. Oh, dude, it's
This tower is ours now.
there's plenty to catch up on, I promise you. Oh, you're underneath me. Alright, let's slow them all down. So, I'm doing the sortie right now, so this is the original way that you would test your builds in this game. It's a increasingly more difficult run. Enemies start at level 40, go on to level 100 as each one goes on. So I'm going to try and solo this interception. And really, it's not going to be that hard of a run. This build that I have on right now, I'm running a Slova build, so I am reducing the enemy's speed by a considerable amount. I just have to guard these 4 points. You've for sure missed a fair amount of stuff. Yeah, shit ton of enemies trying to make their way. Who in the fuck are you? Were you the trigger for the Kuval, the Corpus Lynch? I wish I got a scan of you. I got these guys so slow. It's just, is it too late to get back in? Never too late to get back in, man. You'll have a fair amount of catching up to do, but you can get caught up very easy. Alright, we're at 95. First part's gonna finish. 99.
Message decoded. Leave none alive.
Oh, no shit.
Enemy forces.
A COVID quarantine or something else? Alright, come on. What are you guys doing way the fuck over here? Alright, they finally exploded.
Transference still holding.
I have detected another message incoming. Capture and decode the signal.
When was the last time you played, more or less, SD? Gotcha. Confirm that you have it, or just a precaution as potentially exposed to it? Make sure you're dead.
This tower is ours now.
You asshole. Alright, now we wait. You're not even near the control. Guy's floating in the middle of nowhere, hitting that thing. I mean, do you remember? I mean, was it the last, like, 2 years? Last year? Couple of years? And how much did you invest in the game? Like, how much time did you spend playing it? I mean, I've played this game on and off over time, but I have... I'll have to check and see how much time I have in this game at this point. What the fuck was that waving on me? Is somebody... Oh, that has to be something with the update for the Sisters of Parvos. Yeah, get that oxygen. These guys are moving so slow that they really can't do much of anything. Barely using any health. You can see them all congregated over here. Alright, so it's you that's doing whatever that fucking voodoo is. God, he put puncture and viral on me. Oh shit.
Cannot allow the enemy to learn of our espionage. Eliminate the remaining enemy personnel.
A few hours and two... Oh, dude. So you... Oh, man. So it's just all brand new to you, man. The builds that I have put together for this game, man, they've taken some time for the characters and whatnot to set up a fair amount of time and energy, but the synergy with most of my Warframes and the weapons, dude, I absolutely love it. I got a handful of Warframes that I can take on 8-hour solo survivals that just melt enemies nonstop. I mean, the enemies cap off at 9,999, I just still shred through them. Oh, nice. I had a free little whatnot pop up. What was the second part? Was it a spy and then mobile defense?
You have loyalty
Spy,
issues,
mobile
Terror.
defense. Extreme cold, so it's gonna slow me
We'll
down.
fix that for you.
Shit, I hate that. So it doesn't matter who I bring, it's gonna slow me down. I'm still gonna bring Loki, because he's still gonna be the fastest one, but... I hate it when it's extreme cold. Oh, wait a second. If this is going to be on the new tile set, nope, not going to bring Loki. I'll jump into my random build because I don't think I have a loadout for her yet. If I remember my alphabet. And you... Oh, let me take a peek at... Alright, their speed's on anyways. So let me take a peek. Time invested here. I'm just over the 2,000 hour mark in this game. And that's stretched over a few years. My clan leader, she's a lunatic. I fucking adore the shit out of her. Yeah, Lucy. Oh, check it out. SD, you might recognize it. This is the same O4 that's in our TRZ clan. He's in Clan 1. He's also a lieutenant in TRZ. But Lucy here, who stopped at Mastery Rank 15, has no wishes to go any further because she really doesn't need to. 6,600 hours in this freaking game, dude. Almost a full year's worth of time just rocking this game out. Love it. Absolute psychopath. Alright. Let's knock out this spy mission real quick. Mobile defense, we're just going to bring Hildren on that and let her just board wipe. Dude, yeah, no, it's serious time invested in this. I've seen people with over 8,000, 9,000 hours in this game. Haven't seen anybody over 10,000. But those are people that started this game when it came out in like 2013, 14, whatever it was. What was it, 15? No. Pretty sure 14. Alright. So I definitely need to make sure you have all the energy you need. Yeah, keep the cloak arrow on. And we're going to max out her energy. And of course, it's going to be the regular tile set. But this is Avara with a full speed build on, and she's still super sluggish because of the parameters of this mission. Lowering the extreme cold and killing all mobility. Oh yeah, dude, some people have gone absolutely nuts in this game. Excuse me, pardon me. Now, can I still get off of you? No. Alright. So, completely invisible. And that's how we're gonna keep it. Now, I also have a very special setup here where lasers, because of the augment on my build, they won't trigger. So I don't even have to worry about setting them off. I'm literally just walking through these lasers like it's no big deal. Totally could have brought Loki though. Alright, so intruder and everything kicked in. I'm still invisible, but now I'm invisible for another reason. I turned my powers off. It's only going to last for 2 seconds. Literally just running past the enemies, not even giving a shit. They'll minimalistically follow me, but... How's the stream looking, by the way? I feel like it's a little choppy, a little blurry. But that just might be on my side. But you can't see me. The exact same tile on a different layout. Holy hell, the number of elevators. Yeah, Loki, dude. Super fast, but I mean, on this board where it's quote-unquote cold, they take that away from you. So trying to do this as a speed run. And this would be the perfect room for them. The target console is nearby. If you trigger the alarms now, the
destroying data.
Do.
Excellent work. Extraction with no alarms.
Alright, one last one. All the enemies have gathered out here at this point, but you guys aren't even going to notice me. The game's a lot of fun. Like Division, it's in this game you're farming for resources and not so much weapons and whatnot. You farm for resources to build weapons, but not different variations of it. You're looking for mods to put on your frame and your weapons to increase its stats, survivability, different types of status, impact, physical damage. I feel like they haven't even hit me yet.
You are nearing the console. Trigger the alarms now, and they will start destroying the data. Data extracted. They won't even know it's gone.
Alright,
Have everything we need.
just under just over 300 meters for the old extraction. This guy glitched. Ah, crap. Of course I would get stuck behind that. And of course you would be above me. God, the difference of having this quote-unquote cold on you because of this mission. God. Just your ability to like parkour and whatnot's horrible. Oh, the grind in this game is ridiculous. It's a coin flip. So in Division, the grind is more based off of RNG. In this game, the grind is based off of just gathering freaking resources after resource. There's a little bit of RNG in this game for sure, but like once I finish this, there's a reward pool for me to get a prize from. Completely random. But it's my understanding there are people that have played this game 2 or 3 times more than I have. And they've never gotten a legendary core unless it was one of the free ones given to them. I've gotten 4 or 5 just as a reward from the sortie. Alright, now we're gonna... I mean, it's an all-ladies day so far, going to Hildren now. Got our... So you gotta love some of the names that I gave these loadouts. So Hildren's just big bitch. Got the crazy cat lady, the boxing bastard. COVID queen because Saren just poisons everybody. Girl on fire for Ember. Dragon of Doom. Lord of the Dead, King Arthur. So, oh yeah, the Shinobi. Instead of assassin, because it's Ash. Get it? Assassin. Alright, so we're going big bitch. It should be her blaze setup. It is. Amprax, Pox, Cronin, good enough. They're not going to be able to touch her because this setup, she's basically immortal. So this is the reward pool. Legendary core. I've gotten at least 4, possibly 5. And then the other 2 from the giveaways that they've had over the years. But I guarantee you I'm going to walk away with a sculpture or a riven mod for sure. Maybe I'll luck out and get like 4,000 endo. This is a mobile defense, is it not? Yeah. Okay. Mobile defense, that's going to be a complete and utter joke.
This is a mobile defense mission. You must deliver payloads and defend a number of locations while I break into the network. Be prepared for heavy resistance. I can't do this without you. Keep going. Nobody knows you're here. We have got to find a terminal. Proceed and prepare.
Well, I'm going through this maze of caves as fast as I can.
Here is the terminal. Get me in.
Oh, nice wide open space too. No, that thing's gonna take too long.
This will
Set you guys on fire, let you guys kill yourselves. So what I'm doing here is triggering Breach Surge off of Wisp. I have Blazing Pillage on. It's putting constant damage on them. As that happens, they're constantly, because of Breach Surge, giving multiplicative damage to other enemies that are nearby. You can see the little sparks every now and then just fly off of them.
continue to
And
defend.
those sparks is what's causing massive damage to everything else. You can see this the damage ticking off. But they're not going to be able to do a damn thing to me. Level 100's my ass. It's not even noticeable. Literally just cycling between my my 4 and my 2 back and forth. My 3 is on, so I'm constantly weakening them, and that's what triggers Blazing Pillage.
Let's go on the offensive.
Let's do that, gain some more shields, max that at 5,700.
Location reached. Drop me in and defend our position.
Oh, that's right.
I'm in, Tenno. This will take a moment.
Breach Surge. You know what? This will actually be a better spot. Oh, that's right. They have augmented shields. I was wondering why they're not dying as fast as they normally do.
Still working on it. Continue to defend.
That's what I think of your shields, buddy. Jesus Christ. What is charging your shields like that? Oh, they changed some mechanic. That was awesome. So you guys are actually got some tankiness to you now?
Area completed. Gone.
Thank God they bumped him up. Actually took a little bit of effort to freaking take that guy down without just meleeing the shit out of him. Or using a magnetic build, which just depletes the shit out of shields, but Hilden's second ability will strip armor and shields from enemy. You gotta love that. So you're just using that ability That's it. Done. Adios your shields. I take them from you, I give them to me.
Upload me and prepare to defend. I'm in, Tenno. This will take a moment.
Now, are you one of those guys? Yeah. Now, what are you? You have to be part of the Sisters of Parvos. You're a new-looking enemy for sure. See this yellow symbol at the end of their life bar. That's new.
Still working on it. Continue to defend.
That has to be part of this last update that came out. Yeah, these guys are trippy looking. And they're dropping these diodes. Normally we wouldn't get that from this mission.
Us, Tenno, but we did it. Mission complete.
Really?
Corpus walkers are heading to your location.
I don't give a shit what the hell these walkers are doing. Literally just tanked the shit out of all these enemies. Spitz is down. Ah, well. So Spitz is my Vulpaphyla infested cat. If it dies, it just goes into a larval state, comes back after 45 seconds. Resource drop chance booster. That's my reward. I was wondering if it was going to give me a booster. And I think I still have a 75% off coupon. I might actually just buy a bullshit basic frame just to sacrifice it, have it subsumed. Alright. Now we have these Gift of the Lotus missions. Defense, survival, level 25, level 40, level 40. Ah, disruptions are a pain in the ass. Level 10. Yeah, so actually, let's take care of that real quick. You are now able to come into this room. You can sit in the chair. Your Warframe will be subsumed into here, and depending on its colors, a flower will come out sooner or later. But also, the helmet itself, I call it, you know, they're going to interact together. But give me back Spitz. Spitz is infested too, so they'll play like that with each other. But basically, every Warframe, and not the Prime, but the basic Warframe, you can bring here, have it sit in the chair, and strip one of its abilities. So where the hell's my cursor? There it is. So, like, Loki, it's specifically his decoy. You know, you get your Blood Altar from Garuda. Dispensary from total brain fart, absolute brain fart from Protea. and you can take them and put them on other Warframes. So right now, Hildren has Wisp's ability of Breach Surge. And the synergy behind that works very well. And you know what? Since you're just getting caught back up to it, I'm actually going to make a quick run at the Simulacrum and explain some of this stuff to you. Oh yeah, he totally just sucked up Spitz. When I have Duke, my Helmuth Charger, that's a truly infested companion of mine. He like jumps around and plays, starts wagging his tail and everything, gets super excited. So I'll go through that list in a second, get back in there, and we'll absorb one of the Warframes and we'll feed the Helmuth. So the whole point of that is to be able to further personalize your frame. So with Hildren, I use Breach Surge as opposed to her normal ability, which is the Aegis Storm. It's a great ability. It's great for crowd control, which is why I have it. But the best crowd control is just killing everybody. At the same token, putting them in stasis, they can't attack either. But it's the synergy of this build that... let's get Nox out of there. That really makes this thing kind of ramp up. We'll do heavy gunners, why not? So, to trigger Blazing Pillage, Haven has to be on. They have to be affected by Haven. From there, when I cast Breach Surge, it lingers on all of them. Because they're being damaged, the damage goes back and forth between them all. From there, now I set them on fire. It increases the damage because I'm stripping their armor every time I do that. And that's literally how easy it is just to rip them apart. I don't know what the hell you're doing. I don't know what the... Oh, that's still the effect of Breach Surge. But that's all it is. It's triggering the one ability, triggering the other. Now they're just ramping up the damage to each other. These are level 155. This is just how you crowd control. So, normally her fourth ability, she would be floating in the air, couldn't move around all that well, her mobility is lowered down. These enemies would be held in the air, and they'll be dropping health orbs. But this just works so much better because now I'm crowd controlling them because I'm setting them on fire, so they're in this staggered animation. I do this, and now they're constantly being bombarded. I mean, that's all it really is. It's just being able to properly crowd control. So the Helmuth is the way to... The Helmuth was basically DE saying, we could fix all the things about these Warframes, their abilities that don't really get used, their abilities that are a waste of spot. We could fix it. Or, we're just going to put this other system in, and you can just swap out those abilities and stick in something else. Another one would be... Let's see here. My build for Wisp. Slightly obnoxious. So for Wisp, I put Umbral Forma in her. Her ability strength from 100 is at 370. And then I took out her fourth ability, which is basically just a bullshit Kamehameha that doesn't do any damage. and replaced it with Neja's Firewalker, further increasing her mobility. Now I don't have to worry about energy because of the fact of her abilities. Alright, so her motes, once you put them down. Alright, so there's 183 energy. I can always trigger a little more energy and just do that. My speed now is increased by 111%. My fire rate is at 74%. I have an extra 1100 vitality. My fire rate is through the roof, as is my reload. And then on top of that, I can trigger Neja's Firewalker, surround them in fire. You should be able to see the red on the ground now. It matches the color. I'm crowd controlling them with electric. These guys are just... Now, it's not doing a shit ton of damage, but it is slowing them down. As far as doing the damage, well, I'm getting that fire rate boost from the one mote. My Ignis is already overpowered. But having that increased mobility from Firewalker, huge help. The ones that people severely underestimated would be just how obnoxious putting Rhino's Roar on Titania would be. Which is just a straight damage buff. I'm getting an extra 66% damage, just stacked on top of everything else that Titania can do. Did I kill all of them? No. You shrink down to the pixie form. The augment, Razor Wing Blitz. Oh, I gotta remember not to sprint. And then it's just... yeah. That damage burst with her pistols. I'll do body shots. I mean, it's... the amount of critical damage and the absolute insanity of the fire rate for Titania is insane. I mean, if the enemies are lined up and I'm just... like... this is the synergy that's the game. Keep in mind, these are level 150. Now, will you... yeah, her speed is ridiculous when she's at that burst. So the reason why Titania does all that... Razor Wing Blitz is the augment mod for her 4th ability. When I trigger that ability, my flight speed and fire rate are increased by 25% for 8 seconds when using the ability. It'll stack 4 times. So that 25% is based off of her ability strength. So it's 25% of 223. So when I do 4 abilities, I'll get the full stack. I'll get 223% fire rate. I'll get 223% mobility. Ramp up the amount of damage she does, because her ability strength is at 233%. What that does for my Dex Pixia is... now does it break down? Yeah, see, the math in this is going to be so complicated to explain. So that 356 extra damage is for her Dex Pixia, her Exalted Pistols. When I shrink down, these automatically come out, and it's the only weapon I can use other than her melee, which is garbage. This I have set up for either Radiation, Viral, or Corrosive. I was just using Corrosive. It does work pretty well against all enemies. Viral is good if you're going against the Infested, just and the Corpus, just because you can bypass the shields and the just do straight damage to the health. But it's also the overall damage. the amount of crit. Now, look, it's only 28% critical chance. But when your fire rate is what it is for her, 28%, it's going to proc plenty of times. The multi-shot in this game, now I know you said you only spent a few hours playing this, so multi-shot in this game is based off of when you pull the trigger for one trigger pull, if it was a semi-automatic weapon, how many bullets would actually come out of the gun. I know it's a weird concept, but that's how this game is. A 1.0 multi-shot means I pull the trigger once, one bullet comes out. A 2.0 multi-shot means I pull the trigger and two bullets come out. My multi-shot is 2.8. So when I pull the trigger, for sure two bullets are coming out, with an 80% chance of a third bullet coming out. 80% of the time, there are 3 bullets coming out of that pistol, just on one trigger pull, or when it's automatic, per trigger being fired. Those 3 bullets each get their own 28% chance for critical hit. This multiplier, 5.4 times damage, think of that as same crit damage that we have to do with Division. On top of that, it's a 60% boost in fire rate here. I think that's all I have on. Yo, that's right. I switched up the build a little bit. That's the only thing I have on for fire rate, with the exception of, if we go back into Titania's build herself, Arcane Velocity. Arcane Velocity. On a critical hit, there's a 90% chance for 120% fire rate to pistols. So add in that 60, and now we're at 180% fire rate. Add in that 223, we are now at a 400% fire rate, or 403% fire rate. Though that many, I mean, like, you, if I hold down the trigger while I'm in that ability, without even worrying about hitting an enemy, I mean, 60 bullets. Now think of this. It says 60 bullets. But if one pull technically fires 3, it's 180 bullets that could potentially be fired out. And you can see, like, if I pull the trigger once, 2 bullets hit. I'm trying to see, I have to be far enough away that they almost spread out a little bit. Yeah, I pull the trigger once, there's 2 little inclinations there that 2 bullets came out. So adding a damage buff to a DPS Warframe, it's the same thing as putting glass cannon on your build in Division. So that's what that whole Helmeth is. It's being able to take the abilities of other frames and throws in a better synergy, because some of them just didn't work out. Like, yeah, who had a terrible setup and needed it? I mean, the frames that I have here, they're actually rather well balanced. It's just being able to tweak certain things. Alright, let's slap on... Nah... No. Yeah. It's a fun mechanic in the game, for sure. Alright, so let's see what Warframes we haven't fed to the Helmeth. I'm sure there's gotta be a couple of them that I still haven't subsumed. With a 75% off coupon, fuck it, we're just gonna buy it, throw it in. Grinding platinum in this game is of no big deal. Also, is O still on? He is. I might actually pull him into this and knocked out those Gift of the Lotus. Oh, and that's a heads up that the battery of my headset's about to die. Let me switch that up. Romar, what's up, buddy? Alright, there we go. Headset's plugged in. Romar, how you doing, man? Hope all is well for you, buddy. Helmuth. Alright. So what abilities haven't we pulled out yet? We haven't done Loki yet. I'm trying to think of who would be worth pulling. Oh, Eclipse off of Mirage. That's great for a damage increase and damage reduction. Alright, so Mirage it is. Pretty sure I only have Mirage Prime. Actually, let me do this. Let me go into the random loadout. Yep. Alright. What happened to my... Huh, I had a 75% off coupon that I got yesterday. I didn't use it, did I? I must have. Alright. So since... Yeah, I'm not going to pay full price for a basic Warframe. I believe I still have a Naros. Yep. And this is going to be a big parting. Yeah, we'll use these colors. Now, what was the original build I used on you way back? Regular Naros, 7,400 health, nothing. And you guys got waved out. Oh no, you had something on there. My Naros build now is so much nastier. Granted, he doesn't have shield gating, but it's still fucking hard to kill him. Alright, Naros. You're one of the frames I had the longest, too. SD, are you still in here, man? I want to make sure you are. If I'm going to do this, I want you to see it. Why'd you switch back to this other router? There we go. And I know why you did, because I didn't, actually turn you off. I have two different routers in my, game room. One for gaming because of how intense it can be sometimes, and then the other is set up for. There we go. Am I sure I want to destroy a Naros? He's got 6 form on him too. Yeah. Confirm. Alright. So that's killing the transference, basically, rendering him quote unquote dead. And now he's being absorbed in. So this is going to take 24 hours. And as that time goes by, basically every hour that goes by, more and more of him will be pulled in. And the colors that are that red with the white and the silver and a little bit of black, a flower will grow out in that color form. Now that costs us some resources that we're going to put back up. We also gain Metamorphosis, and this is also going to get me my 10th level and final level, actually. Just want to make sure you're actually... Alright, so we'll feed you some of that. We'll feed you a little of this. You're at 47%. Oh, there we go. Must have went right by you. And am I sure? I am. I have now reached my 10 metamorphosis. Now, don't tell me they've added more past 10. They have! That explains why that list was so long. So, it used to be 10. Now it's 15. Let's see here. Parasitic armor. Sacrifice shields to reinforce armor for a period of time. Hideous resistance. Grant yourself immunity to status effect. Voracious metastasis. Consume energy to heal yourself and grant matching energy to each ally. No shit. Sickening pulse. Emit a pulse that adds stacks to status effects already afflicting enemies, except bleed, heat, and toxin effects, which are duplicated with fresh timers. Wow. Golden Instinct. Send out a short-lived void spark that is drawn towards the nearest medallion. Oh. Iatan Sculpture, Rare Crate, Unscanned Curia, and Unscanned Fragment. So, in other words, you get to instant farm the board. So, Iatan Sculptures you can trade in for Endo. Endo you use to increase the rank of your mods. Medallions, you get those from faction missions. Rare Crates and Unscanned Curia. Curias don't even do anything. Yeah, it's a fair amount of gameplay, but as far as like story and game content goes, it's repetitive. There's not a lot of extra going on. They just released some extra content now with the Sisters of Parvos, but even that is minimal. Like, this game needs a huge DLC boost. Like, something almost over the top and obnoxious. Alright. What the fuck are you? Hiroki's inbox message. Oh, God. Alright, so that's going to end up taking a while. Survival against a Grenier. Nick strength. That's not horrible. He's leaving in a day and 16 hours. Alright, let's take a peek. So, TennoCon's going on right now. Happens every year in July. During TennoCon, if you have the pass, if you're either paying for it or gifted it, depending on your relations with DE, you get access to the TennoCon relay. At the relay, Barrow is there. Barrow Katir shows up every 2 weeks. He shows up every other week on Friday, leaves Sunday. He offers you very rare items. During TennoCon, when he is there, as opposed to what he normally does, which is just have a select few items, probably like 15 items. During TennoCon, he has his entire inventory available. Quick little wash. So this is his entire inventory. I'm just obviously just flying through it real quick. This is where you should be focusing everything on, is what he has for mods. Because some of them you can only get through him. A lot of them, other places. Now, this whole throwing melee setup is very interesting. And it all boosts your secondary weapon, I've noticed. None of that is anything that interests me. Again, increasing your melee. Alright. So Bane mods and whatnot, as far as these are for rifles. I don't use them on firearms. Melee, on the other hand, yeah, no, you're definitely going to want these. You should be, yeah, shotgun. But these are all primed mods. They're much higher ranking versions or harder hitting versions of their regular counterparts, like primed flow. I think that's 150% extra. Here it's 275. Primed fever strike, instead of being 90%, it's 165. Obviously, it takes up more capacity as their counterparts, or like primed point blank, that usually takes up, I think point blank takes up 10, possibly 10 at the most. This is taking 14, but you're getting another huge bump in damage. Yeah, quick draw, I don't care for. Shotgun, ammo mutation, no. Magazine, no. Why is this so clunky as far as how it feels? Split flights. Oh, that one. Basically turning a bow into a shotgun. And then you'll see a check mark if I have a single one. Otherwise, these numbers indicates how many of them I have. 13 pummel, 20 scorch. Yeah, these are all the 60-60 status mods. Primed fulmination. Improve the blast radius. Oh, this one. Because of these two. Shit. Alright, prime fulmination I need to get immediately, otherwise, yeah. So I got 65, I need 350.
Next time I'll have something you'll want, I'm sure.
So let's get rid of some prime shit. Yeah, here we go, blueprint U, that's 125. Let's see, I have the Redeemer Prime, so I don't need you. I have really ripped apart a lot of shit. Nami Scala? Yeah. Alright. That should be almost there. Redeemer Prime handle. Let's get rid of it.
Well, hello, Golden Warrior. Just back from the void, I presume. If you lack
Alright.
that, come
That
back
was the
to
only
us.
thing worth getting from him.
I'll have
He will
something
have other
extra
things.
for
Actually,
you.
I'm curious to see. Let's see here. Appearance ship. No, I don't give a fuck about that. Weapons. Like the Prisma Machete, the Volcar Ray. Oh, well, no. I had you and I got rid of you. Yeah, like it's. Oh, everyone's chance to get the Ignis Wraith. Probably the best primary weapon in the game. Yeah, pretty much. Sorry, I just saw what you wrote. Alright, let me take a look at the time. I do want to make sure I get a little bit of dinner in before you and I have our legendary run. Let me see, who else is in that run with us? There was absolutely a third name. Oh, that person dropped out. It looks like it's me, you, O4, and SD. Oh, yeah, let's try it again. Me, you, O4, and Morpheus. You are SD. Let me see, is O still on the game? He is, but he's in the menus. Let me shoot him an invite, see if he hops in. He's typically eating dinner at this time. Yep, he's either eating dinner or he could possibly be in a mission. Nope, he's in the menus, so he's eating dinner. Yeah, it would have popped up what he was doing. K-Dog, he's actually somebody else that's in our Discord as well. SD, dude, you'd be surprised. Half the shit that I bladder out. Dude, I make up my own words sometimes. Like, it's not even dyslexia. I literally just take two words and just combine them together. Alright, so I just got that mod. Did I got 70,000 endo. I can always grind out more. What was it? Fulmination? So, how much time you have in there? So yeah, it's. Alright, so that takes care of you. Prime chilling grass, I'm not worried about that yet. Charred shell, yeah, neither one of you two I'm too worried about. Just because you're not part of a build yet. Alright, so O didn't accept, which means he's definitely tied up with something else. Defense from now. What planet? Spear at Mars? There's survival against the Corpus. Nah, I gotta hold off for O. I told him I'd give him a hand with it. Any decent prizes coming from the invasions? Detonite injector, field run, neither Formidian or Razorback. There's a Razorback in this as well. It's a massive mechanical dog as opposed to a giant machino death. Spy, sabotage, exterminate, survival against the Orokin. Let's not got this exterminate. Crack open some relics. D3, you, yep, Destreza. Simple exterminate with, Ember here? Nah. We're gonna rip through these sons of bitches. Part of me kinda wished that certain mechanics in this game were in Division, like how they factor in crits. In this game, it's possible to have hundreds, if not close to 1,000% critical chance. And it ramps up real quick.
Eliminate all critical stats. Watch out. I'm detecting void fissures nearby. Do you have a matching relic? My intel suggests there are rich enemy supply caches in the area, but I am unable to pinpoint their exact location. Search them out if you are willing to shoulder the added risk.
Hang on a second. Was I not at the top when this triggered? No. Actually, I'm gonna top that off. I'm curious. Yep. So typically, when you find rooms like this, there is a high chance of there being sculptures in it. Certain elevator shafts just keep going like that.
Use that reactant to open a relic. Fighting. Look for more reactant.
Jeez, you guys are vomiting fucking reacting at me.
That's it. You opened the relic. Finish your mission and we'll take a look inside. We've got robots inbound.
So as my meter on the right hand side builds up, the closer it is to 90, anyone that has armor gets completely stripped. Increases the damage of it, but it also increases how fast it eats my energy. Also, the higher up it is, better chance there is of knocking enemies back.
While the rest of the system cowered in fear, I took risks. I made a bold new partnership. Bear witness, betrayers, to my exciting new product line.
Are you sending Zanuka after me to kill me right now?
Well, well, well. Looks like some serious fun is going down out there. Here's to you, anonymous troublemaker.
Yeah, see how his life is gold? Now it's, well, it was red, like this guy's red. I strip all his armor just by waiting until it's maxed out. You guys can get rid of those orbs.
Well done. To extraction.
Oh, they're broken alright. Ah, that should have been a slide. All right, sounds good, man. Look for the invite from Morpheus. It's his event. I was just helping promote it. But if for some reason he can't add you in, I think I got you on my list already anyway, so I can just throw you an invite. Oh man, I don't know what happened. Both my eyes are watering like I was just cutting onions or something. Didn't even check to see what the hell I got out of that Fang Prime handle. Yeah, let me do this.